Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 6 on Project Jireh, Asebu. All right, thank you for all the opportunity. I'm so grateful to the lovely couples for giving us an opportunity to work on their project, and to everyone that have stuck with us. We are so grateful, extremely grateful. Work is progressing steadily, and I'm here to share the details with you. If you plan on building a house in Ghana on the motherland, in the motherland, please get the right land, litigation free, no chieftaincy disputes, no other court injunction, so that you can build your house at the peace of your mind. Contact Select Estate with the numbers on your screen and get involved. Get the land as soon as possible. All right, so those wires you see out there are cables for the cameras, CCTV footage cameras, and they are not yet done. They're going to be putting all together nicely, and that is where the black box is going to be. We call them the DVR. So that's where indicated. So in that corner, all the CCTV cables are running all the way to that location. Your video intercoms, all the signals that are supposed to give you all the footages around the premise of the house, it is going to be run towards those areas. So this is the first floor master bedroom, and you can see the slab. You see the camera is almost close to the slab. It's so short, but we'll be dealing with that very soon. And so the first floor, he's indicating where the cameras are going to be stationed. So we can capture the 360 view of the entire premise. Yes, and it is very, very important that you run all these cablings, because once he's done and plastering completed, we are not going to allow any cutting of the wall. You understand? Anybody, because once you do that, you jeopardize or you compromise other people's work. Because once plastering is done, you can see where a pipe is. You can tell. You understand? And once you can tell, you might guess, oh, probably there's no pipe here. And so you run your machine through. Before you know, boom, you're cutting to someone else's pipe. And if there's a cable in there, boom, that is an additional cost. And from where we've gotten to now, we don't want a situation where we go back to the client and say, hey, we did something wrong and we need extra money. It doesn't really make sense. We have to be cautious of what we're doing, even though circumstances do happen. But our main focal point is to avoid such occurrences. You understand? By taking, pre-plan, conscious, minded people making an attempt to avoid such occurrences. Are you with me? And so that is my optimum goal. So I'm always on my team. I'm not giving them the chance. Yes, they are adult. They've been working for so long, but you still have to monitor them as though they are babies. Sometimes it baffles me, but you have to do that because I know what I'm looking for, and I want to make sure that I meet the satisfaction of my client. And so I'm not going to wait on my team to be able to do that. I have to be on them. So the video intercom in those areas is showing intercom. You understand? And it's coming outside here. They're going to lay the pipe all the way to the gate. We're going to have another camera over there and one over there. So we're trying to get the entire premise covered. So whilst you're in the bedroom, you have your monitor on. You can see what is happening within the premise of the house. You understand? It is very, very important. Here we have Mr. Frank Hammond and that of the IT personnel, Mr. Gideon. He's also laying his pipe, for the internet. For now, we call it Ethernet cabling or Ethernet cabling piping work. So he's going to provide socket wherever there are 110, 220 Ethernet. Yes. and all of that. So he's providing those additional socket. So there's going to be RJ45 in there. You can plug your RJ45 directly to your television and you can stream directly, because there's going to be Starlink router on top of the roof. Okay, all connected. So the entire house will have internet. There will be access point in various locations where you will get Wi-Fi signals. You understand? And all these are necessary in this 21st century, because you don't want a situation where you're in a house where you don't have internet. Internet makes everybody happy. Irrespective of you having your kids, your wife, and everybody around, you still need internet. They've become part of us. You understand? Yes. So I make sure that in all my projects, I have all these things running through. There's television cable, Ethernet, 110, 220 wiring system. Okay, we have our CCTVs. Are you in video intercom? Automatic gate motor operation. Okay, and all these things, electric fencing. Are you with me? Electric fencing. All these are necessities that we need. They've all come to add up to the cost of building. Unlike before, you just have to put up your block work, do your plastering, get your lighting fixtures in there, you're done. But now you have to do the plumbing work, as is very important. Yes, you have to do the electricals, which is standard. And then you have to do air conditioning, because weather is changing. People don't use fan anymore. They barely use fan. Okay, so air conditions are taking places. Okay, unless in coastal areas where the breeze is so good that you can balance from morning up to evening, the air conditioning becomes irrelevant. You understand? Yeah, so air conditioning, then the Ethernet cabling that I'm talking about. You need internet, okay? You need TV signals. So all the rooms, everywhere, there should be TV antenna sockets everywhere. Are you with me? Yes. In your kitchen, you need certain multiples of sockets in your kitchen, and that will be based on the design of the kitchen. You cannot just throw sockets anywhere. You need to have a design. Based on design, we know that the fridge is going to be here, the microwave is going to be here, the oven is going to be here, your gas cylinder. If you're going to be using a gas cylinder, the cylinder will not be placed in the kitchen. It should be on the outside, and we need to lay a pipe that will bring the gas to the kitchen. We need to create a control valve that will open and close the gas, for the flow to the burner. You need a hood. A hood need power supply. Power supply to extract the steam, okay, the smell, all away from the kitchen. So in this 21st century, if you're doing wiring and you don't hire the right contractor, you miss all of this. You finish the house, a beautiful house, but you don't have all these amenities in there. You understand? You don't have them. Multiple sockets in your kitchen where you can do your blending. Okay, your kettle, your tea kettle is going to be, all these sockets are going to be there. How do you control your freezer, the fridge? Apart from you having a main fridge, you might need a freezer. There should be socket in there. Your pantry, okay, you can have your freezer in your pantry, the shelves in the pantry. All these things are necessary. So if you don't have people with IQ level like me on your project, and you think, oh, I watch his video so I can do it. No, it's not possible. Hire a contractor and mandate them with a responsibility. Yours is to work, make the money, and give it to a contractor. Let them do the work. That is how the system works. It should circulate. You understand? It has to circulate and get the people to do it, and they should be accountable to whatever you've asked them to do. You understand? That's why family and friends do not come into business, especially when you want to build a house. Yes. So we've not been trained, because in other parts of the world, family are very, very important and they build empires. But in the other side of the world, I think we are getting there. You understand? Yes. Maybe friends will be out, but family build wealth together. And it's become a generational thing. So they graduate out of school and they don't go looking for jobs because there's already job available in the family. So people get older, they retire, the younger ones take over. They also grow older, they retire, the other grandchildren, grandchildren, they take over. That is how the Arabs and other countries, that is how they build wealth. So they don't write application going out looking for a job, majority of them. So we should learn the same system so that the wealth will stay within the family. You understand? Those wealth will stay within the family. So we're going to be knocking this slab down. Okay, we've extended the to call it the ceiling noggins or the ceiling joints. We've extended those ones up. I'll be sharing the videos on that during the extension. So this area, this is the Ethernet cabling area. Okay, where the router connection and everything is going to be. You can see the piping work done neatly. Okay, everywhere is wired. We are wired everywhere. So these couples, they ain't joking at all. Okay, so we're bringing this building to the 21st century, irrespective of all the circumstances. It's beautiful, it's going to be stronger, and I can't wait to put my signature on it when it is completed and we are handing over. You understand? So here we needed a borehole because we're going to do plastering. We don't want to be buying water. So we get the borehole. My cousin's number is on the screen. He's specialized in geophysics. He has a degree in geophysics and he is specialized in borehole drilling. So contact him, Mr. Jonathan Amwa, for all your borehole works. He does reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis is when after the borehole, we realize that it has salt content or other minerals and we need to do a reverse osmosis to take them out. You understand? So he does reverse osmosis, water filtration and treatment. He does water consultation. If you want to set up a water company, he's the right person to contact. He will guide you with all the machines that you need. And if you need a pump for your home, booster pump, okay, submersible pumps, all of that, he sells them. You can contact Jonathan Amwa and he will assist you. So here we are getting the borehole done. Pretty soon, all the cutting of the wall, the piping work here and there, all of these are going to be done and we're going to head on for plastering. So stick with me for the next update for the plastering work and whatever project that is ongoing. My name is Mr. Bright. My number is on your screen. If you need my services, do not hesitate to reach out to me via the numbers via WhatsApp. From me to you, shalom, peace, I'm out.